Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having an awesome day. Welcome to day 35 of the All About How podcast here from GrowingAU.com. I am your host, John Knott, as always, ready to bring you an awesome, value-packed episode for you today. We got questions, we got updates, we got facts, we got all the stuff you need to have a very awesome and highly successful day. We're going to bring it all to you here over the next couple of minutes. So let's go ahead, roll that intro, and jump on into this episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. This is All About How. Let's get into it.
It's all about how in 2020 we're going to leave the world a better place than we found it. And have a very highly successful day.
So first thing is first here. I feel it's kind of I need to talk about it. All right, the song is rather, it's not, I wouldn't call it new anymore. It's been out for a little bit now. But you know the song that I've been really digging recently? Godzilla by Eminem. I love it. I'm a big Eminem fan personally. I like a lot of his older stuff, back in the Slim Shady days. But Godzilla is really good. I didn't think it can get much better after Rap God, but he went ahead and definitely pulled it off. I've been listening to that song on repeat recently. I know I'm a little bit behind the game, but I just kind of got in the mood for it again, and it's an awesome song. So definitely go listen to that, Godzilla by Eminem. Not sponsored yet. That's for a later date. What's up, everybody? Hope you're all rocking out today. Hope it's a good one for all of you wherever you are. Hopefully there's some sun shining on these interesting times for us all. Let's talk a little bit about the Growing AU show. What's going on with that? I said I would have an update for you today, and I absolutely do. It will not be coming out on Monday. I do apologize, folks. The backdrop is still not present. Hopefully it'll be present by Wednesday. That is the goal. So you might be thinking now, like, geez, this show's really getting pushed back here. What's going on? Well, here's the nice part. The fact that certain aspects of the show that we outsourced and outcontracted have not arrived yet. That's the story. But the nice part is that now it allows us to get a little bit more stuff set up, right, and ready to go. So there's going to be a couple things that's going to be coming out with the AU show that I want to talk to you about. I think I'm just going to call this episode 35 today because that's really all this is. It's just an updates and talking about stuff. So with the AU show, here's some stuff that's going to be happening. First of all, as soon as the show launches, we're going to have an email list that you can join. More information about that will be dropped in the show, as well as the subsequent podcasts that air after the show. We also might air a couple of the episodes on podcast as well, just so you kind of get a feel for it. So we're going to have an email list that's coming your way. You're going to be getting about an 8-page document, little mini, you can call it almost a little mini ebook with a whole bunch of information about starting in the stock market, beginner information as far as equations, vocab, and things that are important to know as starting in the stock market. So a mini 8-page little ebook that is going to be sent out to you whenever you sign up for the email list. So that's going to be started up. The second thing we're going to do, since you've all been so patient waiting so long, my plan, in an ideal world, the show will launch next Wednesday. That's Wednesday of next week. So what I would like to do is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, release an episode of the Growing AU show each and every day. That way it's 3 episodes right off the bat to kick off the series strong, and then we'll fall into our normal schedule. So, and what that normal schedule will be, again, that's more for us. That'll come in a little bit, but it's probably going to be once or twice a week on the normal schedule. The exact day will be brought to you shortly. But next week, I think if all thing works well, if it arrives on Monday, as I hope it does, we're simply going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday episodes of the Growing AU show coming your way. Probably, I would say, at minimum, 2 of them are going to be the standard stock show where we break down a company's stock and we talk about everything you need to know about the company to decide whether or not it's the best place to have your money work for you in the stock market. And we might do 1 book review as well. So that is all coming your way as far as the Growing AU show is concerned. And like I said, ideally, just to say thank you for waiting so long, we are going to have and try to get 3 of those out to you next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Obviously, that is subject to change if the delivery process still takes longer. But we're going to fight for the best here. Be prepared for the worst, but we're going to fight for the best and plan for the best. So ideally, you will get 3 episodes next week of the Growing AU show, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. So that's your email list coming out that you can join. You're going to have the Growing AU show that you can join. We are also going to be posting all of the Growing AU show transcripts and documents over on the website. So you're going to have a whole bunch of more written material ready to go on the weekly basis on GrowingAU.com that you can look at, as well as probably pre-posting the episodes over there as well. So all of that is really to the benefit, and I hope that you enjoy and take advantage of those if you choose to do so. I would appreciate it. The next thing we're going to have time to set up, and I'm really excited for this. This is something that I've been thinking about And I'm not 100% sure what this is going to look like, but I do want to let you know that either right as the show launches or very soon after, there is going to be a Patreon that is going to be centered around Growing AU, where if you choose to do so, you can go and sponsor the podcast, you can go and sponsor the Growing AU show, and get a whole bunch of insider information with all of us here at GrowingAU.com. It's probably going to come with a few different really awesome and beneficial features that obviously will not be represented on the YouTube or on the podcast. And exactly all of the things and all the benefits you will receive by supporting us on Patreon will be brought to you at a later date. But the only nice part about the show being delayed is allowing me to go ahead and maybe flesh out what that looks like and flesh out how the Patreon is going to work. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to hopefully create a few different ways for all of us to connect a little bit deeper, and I think that's definitely going to happen. So if that is something that is very interesting to you, and you like the show, you like the podcast, you like the Growing AU show, definitely consider supporting us on Patreon once we get that set up, and more info will be to come, and hopefully it will allow us to give us a way to connect a little bit closer, get some conversations going, and also provide a whole bunch more information to you guys. So yes, the Patreon for GrowingAU.com is going to be coming very, very soon with the launch of the show, or very shortly after. So definitely excited to bring that to everybody. We're really on the brink of blowing up, in a good way on this channel. Like, we are in a good way of just kind of really moving everything to the next level. Unfortunately, right now it might seem a little bit stagnant, but that's mainly just because of the fact that we're just waiting on this one last thing. And someone had told me, actually 2 people had told me, said maybe just consider starting. And I like what they said, but the fact of the matter is, the Growing AU show is something that we want to launch in its full capacity. We want to launch that and have it be as it is going to be for at least the foreseeable future. There's upgrades I'm already thinking about, better microphones, better setup, stuff like that. I'm already thinking about those things. I'm always thinking about those things. But we want to launch it the way that it's going to be for at least the next 4 to 6 months. So we're just going to choose to wait until everything is ready to go, because at this point we've paid for it, right? So we want to make sure that we take advantage of it. If we hadn't yet paid for it, well, maybe that's a different story. Maybe we just go ahead and get started with what we have, but we already own it, and now it's just a matter of getting our hands on it. So I do appreciate everyone's patience. Hopefully the email list with the little 8-page little ebook with hopefully the Patreon with the extra value that's going to be added there, and hopefully just the whole addition of a new visual show to the Growing AU brand, plus the weekly transcribed blogs are really going to have you excited for what's to come on the Growing AU show and what's to come on this whole brand and channel. And I really appreciate everyone that's been around to support it. Day 35 of the podcast, things are going well over here. Really excited to continue to grow and develop this podcast as well. Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday's podcast, we will have a definite kind of release date for you, because hopefully the backdrop will have showed up by one of those points. It's going to be worth it. The backdrop looks absolutely incredible. But yeah, so things are going well over here, and we are just getting things ready to go. We are on the verge of really kind of taking off to the next level. If there are things that you want us to review on the Growing AU show, mostly be it books, philosophies, programs, and specifically stocks and companies that are traded in the U.S. stock market, and you want us to talk about those companies and talk about whether or not they're good to invest in, feel free to shoot us an email to podcast@growingau.com. Shoot us an email over there. I will personally read that, and we will make sure that we make an episode on what it is you want to hear about. So again, that's podcast@growingau.com. podcast@growingau.com for that email. Really hope to hear from you guys about what you think we should be talking about on the Growing AU show. Give us your thoughts. Let us know what you want us to review. Let us know what you want to break down. That way we can curate it to the audience as much as possible. I look forward to hearing from you guys over there. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening today. Hope everyone has a very good one. Let me give you a quick fact of the day. This one actually comes to me from the girlfriend. Really appreciate her support on this one. She sent me this fact, and we were talking about it today, and I felt that it was appropriate for the show. It was on the bottom of one of those little Snapple caps. Like those little Johns, those awesome things. So here is your fact of the day. Instagram saw it first. It's already over there on Growing AU at Instagram. So this fact today is talking about jellyfish. So there is a species of immortal jellyfish called the Teratopus dorhini. And what this is a species of jellyfish that when they go under duress, they essentially de-evolve or degrow to their most basic pupal state. And then when the stress is gone, they regrow into the full-size jellyfish. So really the only way they can die is if they get eaten. And if that's the case, well, sorry, Charlie. But yeah, so it's actually an immortal species of jellyfish. I'm wondering when we're going to take that process and apply it to humans. But do you know how much that would suck if humans had that? Like, can you imagine if somebody walked up behind you and sneezed and it startled you, and next thing you know, you're like reverting to like a baby? That would create some real serious problems. But hey, whatever, not our problem right now. We don't have to worry about it. But either way, cool, immortal jellyfish kind of having a one-up on us when it comes to lifespan. So, hey, hope everyone has a great day. Let's make the best use of the life that we do have. Leave the world a better place than we found it. Thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.